Hello friends, we are seeing degenerative tear of the root of the medial meniscus, posterior root. You can see that the root was mobile and now we are going to place the root jig just in front of the meniscus root attachment and we are going to make the hole that is the intraosseous, transosseous hole. This bead pin is now over drilled with the 4.7 mm drill bit. This is protected with the curate and then the cartilage of the bed of the meniscus is now going to be cleared with the curate so that the raw surface of the bone is exposed, which will help in healing of the meniscus. Yes, now this is a 4.7 mm drill bit. Now this completes the preparation of the tunnel. So the threads will be passed from this tunnel and the root will be fixed at this point. This is just in front of the meniscus root. You can see that the shuttle, that is a wire which is passed from the intraosseous, and we have taken it and we are parking this in anteromedial portal. After this, we will now taking bites in the root of the meniscus and making the cinch knots. The same thing if you see from outside, I am trying to pull with the probe, and now we are taking bites with scorpion, knee scorpion. You can see that this in this system, first we have to take bites with the knee scorpion with the thin fiber wire, keeping the fiber wire at the middle, and then exchanging this thread with this system that is a ceramics thread. These threads have a loop at the end of it so that when we pass this, the cinch knot is being made in this system so that we don't have to completely pass it like in normally how we do the cinch knot. Similarly, this is the second bite. Again, second bite. We have to take two bites, and with the two bites, again, we are exchanging this with the wire for the root of the meniscus, which cinches on itself. And also, this has two loops which can be made as a sliding knot at the end. This is the arthroscopic image of how we are taking bites. This is a thin fiber wire. I am taking most medial bite first. You can see that once we take the bite from the fiber wire, this is going to be exchanged with the wire of this system. This is let's this is a black colored tiger wire, and the second one will be lighter colored tiger wire, which will be taken just lateral to the first bite. Now you can see that there are two threads from the first cinch knot, there are two from the second one, and one loop which is passed from the intraosseous. We have to check that there is no soft tissue in between any of these. All these three loops are from the anteromedial portal. We can see that now outside image that all these threads are now checked, and the loop which is coming from the intraosseous, that is a transosseous tunnel, the other two threads are now shuttled from that, and both the threads are now pulled from the transosseous tunnel made below. And we are checking the mobility of this so that we can pass the button. You can see the same thing if you see through arthroscope. All these threads are now being checked for any soft tissue entanglement from the medial portal and then now shuttled so that the transosseous loop will take all the other things and then nicely this sits. You can see that there is a loop and the continuous sliding movement is possible in this type of the thread. Now the meniscus is seated. We have to fix it now. How we are going to fix it is the very important thing in this system. You can see that this inside the loop, these two threads can be moved freely so that sliding knot can be put on the button. That is a specialty of this system, so that if you are able to put sliding knot, then the meniscus will be very fixed very snugly. This mouth of the transosseous tunnel will be covered with this button. This button has four holes, two holes of the first one, two holes for the second one. I mean, two holes for the black tiger wire, two holes for the white tiger wire. But that is a two bites taken threads. Both can be made as a loop, and then you can see that we are able to put sliding knot for the both of this on this button, so that button goes and sits very snugly at the mouth of the tunnel. This completes the procedure of fixation of the root of the medial meniscus, posterior root of the medial meniscus. Thank you for watching this video. If you have liked this, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the informative videos about these sports surgeries, shoulder surgeries, and robotic joint replacement surgeries. You can see that final picture of the meniscus, very nicely fixed root. Thank you again.